Okay, good morning everyone. Can you hear me? Hello? Okay.
Yes, we can.
Okay, now can you see the whiteboard fully?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, after lots of months, not the 3 months, basically in the last semester we have met, and after that, this is our first meeting through the virtual classroom. We have already, I have already shared the materials from my part in the online class. So now today just one topic is left in the syllabus, that is the total synthesis of penicillin G and penicillin V. So I have selected only one topic, that is the penicillin V synthesis, total synthesis of penicillin V, or the potassium salt of penicillin V. You can see that already in classroom I have shared one PDF, the total synthetic pathway of penicillin V. So my request is please mute everyone during the discussion, and whenever I complete my lecture, then you can ask me your doubt. Okay? So please be silent. सब लोग म्यूट हो जाओ प्लीज. हाँ. Okay, thank you. So basically the total synthesis of penicillin V, you know the structure of the penicillin, that is the beta lactam ring is present in penicillin, and also an heterocyclic ring, that is the sulfur and nitrogen containing ring is also present in the general structure of the penicillin. So here if we draw the structure of penicillin V, the potassium salt, the structure is, this is the simple beta lactam ring, and here this is the heterocyclic containing ring. It contains the COH group, 2 methyl group here. Now the only difference in this substitution, you know the structure, that this is the, sorry, this is the general structure of penicillin. Now depending upon the substituent, that means by varying the R, the structure of penicillin or the activity of penicillin is changed. Basically this is the structure active relationship, and I will discuss in the next classes what is the structure active relationship in general term. But before that we have to finish this topic. So here in case of penicillin V salt, the R group is basically the phenoxide methylene group. This is the R group. So as a whole, the structure of penicillin V potassium salt will be, you need not to write because I have already shared the material, just understand the mechanism and total synthetic pathway. This is the general structure of the penicillin V potassium salt. Now in this case basically these are the one class of antibiotics and specially used for the throat infections. So now in this case, how you will design or synthesize this penicillin V in vitro, that means in the lab work or in the lab synthesis, not by the biosynthetic pathway. So here we first show the retrosynthetic pathway to design this penicillin V potassium salt. Now here the precursor of the penicillin V potassium salt, the precursor used is actually, you can see in your PDF, that D-penicillamine, and the structure of D-penicillamine is actually CSH thiol group containing. So basically this is an alpha amino acid, and this is the modified alpha amino acid. If we replace the thiol group, this is the structure of valine. This is the L-valine. You know this is essential amino acid and it is naturally occurring, or you can get it commercially. So from this L-valine we can able to synthesize the thiol substituted, that means D-penicillamine. So this is one precursor, and another precursor is used that is tertiary butyl. Basically this is the ester. Tertiary butyl thaliamido malonaldehyde. Now basically the name is big, but actually this is the ester molecule. You know the thalamide. First you have to draw the thalamide. You know this is the thalic acid. So if we replace this 2 OH group by NH, then this is the thalamide. This is simple thalamide. Now when we replace this hydrogen, now what is malonaldehyde? You know the malonic acid or malonaldehyde. Basically this is the active methylene compound, CHO. This is the malonaldehyde. Or if I write, this is the malonaldehyde, malonaldehyde, that means malonic acid and aldehyde, both are containing here. Now if I replace this hydrogen by the tertiary butyl group, then you will get the nomenclature tertiary butyl malonaldehyde. Now this active methylene hydrogen, one hydrogen is replaced and attached with this nitrogen. So as a whole the structure is tertiary butyl thaliamido malonaldehyde. So these two are the precursor to design or to synthesize the penicillin V salt. Now the retrosynthetic pathway. Basically we show the retrosynthetic pathway in 3 steps. I will show the 3 important steps. I have written the general structure. So this R is actually PHO, phenoxymethylene group. Now here first the retrosynthetic pathway, that means you have to break this bond, that is the CN breaking. So the previous step was acid I am not writing this word, acid and secondary amine, and you know that by DCC coupling reaction we can couple these 2 bonds. We know the use of DCC. So this is first retrosynthetic pathway. Next step is to break this bond as well as this bond. If we break these 2 bonds, we will get, this is the SH and this is the NH2, that means D-penicillamine. So our target is to start from the D-penicillamine as well as the other precursor. So here the retrosynthetic pathway is both the consecutive breaking of this bond, so that you will get the D-penicillamine, and by structural modification, that means the functional group inversion, you know the term FGI, you will get the other precursor. So this is the simple retrosynthetic pathway to derive the penicillin V. Now the synthetic route. First the step 1. Step 1 is basically we use plus D-penicillamine hydrochloride. Basically, penicillamine is commercially available as penicillamine hydrochloride. So now in this case, our prime target is to couple these two residue or these two unit with this carbonyl group. Generally, we know the formation of the hemiacetal or ketal. So similarly, in that case, for the formation of the ketal or acetal or thioacetal, generally both the thiol group or both the OH group retains, just like the example of the ethylene glycol or ethylene dithiol. In that case, both couple with this carbonyl group and protected them. So we will apply just simple mechanism or the simple technique here. But you can see that this NH2 group here, it is the acid protected. So our target is to free this acid group. That means we have to deprotect this NH2Cl, that means tertiary ammonium chloride to the free amine, and also try to deprotonate this thiol group, because we know S minus, that means thioxide is also a good nucleophile. So here you can see the reagent is used, that is the sodium acetate. So basically acetate acts as a base here. So in presence of this acetate, it forms the S minus. Simultaneously, this HCl will be deprotected to form the free NH2 group. And also you can see that this CO2H is also got deprotonated, and as the Na plus is the counter ion, so it will form sodium carboxylate type of residue. Now after formation of this, both are good nucleophile, but in between these two, you know, S minus is a good leaving group because it is higher polarizable and can easily donate its negative charge. And in between this carbonyl group and this group, all other, you can see that here 1, 2, 3, 4 carbonyl center, but in between this all 4 carbonyl center, this is the most electrophilic center, because here no resonance or no electronic effect is involved. But here you can see that the electrophilicity is satisfied the adjacent lone pair. Simultaneously here electrophilicity is also satisfied by the involvement of this pi electron club. So in between this all carbonyl residue, you know that the aldehyde residue is the most electrophilic center. So the nucleophile can easily attack to this center. So the mechanism will be, it will attack here. Step by step I will show the mechanism, so that it can form. Now I am writing this portion as R prime because I am not dealing with this part now. CH S O minus tertiary butyl NH2 CO2H and the rest of methyl group. And you know, when the sodium acetate is used, first step is the deprotonation of the both thiol and the acid is also free. So it forms from sodium acetate to acetic acid. So this is the constant proton source in the reaction mixture. So after formation of this oxide, it will abstract the proton from here, or it can abstract the proton from the amine group also. It is immaterial that which part it will abstract. The next step is the protonation of this. Okay. Now after this protonation, another, this center is still electrophilic in nature, and you know the substitution reaction. Okay. So proton source is constant present in the reaction mixture. So again after formation of the OH group, this is again protonated and form OH2 plus. Now next step, this is a good nucleophile also, amine is also a good nucleophile. So intramolecular substitution will be there and OH2 leaves the molecule. So after this step, we will get the structure like this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-membered heterocyclic ring is formed as you see the structure of the penicillin V salt. So one part is over. Now our target is to react with the other portion of this fragment or this intermediate. So in this case, next step, now we will consider about this part. This portion is over. We will react this portion in the last step. Now we will concern about this part. So just write like this way. Now I am writing this portion as R double prime. And this is the phthalimide. Now in between these two carbonyl center, both the center are not equally electrophilic in nature. One center is more electrophilic, another center is less electrophilic. Because you know when this is the phthalimide derivative, we can show the resonance structure like this way. So that means this is O minus plus. Now you can see that here electrophilicity of this carbonyl carbon is satisfied by the involvement of this benzene ring, pi electron cloud. So when it involves here, this remains unaffected. So that means both the center is not equally electrophilic. Now this center becomes more electrophilic in nature. So here you have to add some nucleophile which can attack particularly at this center. So our target is to form the phthalimide from this phthalimide residue so that this portion can be isolated or can be reduced from this ring. Our target is to generate NH2 R double prime. This is our target from this ring structure. So here the reagent is used, that is the hydrazine hydrochloride, and then corresponding the hydrolysis of the ester group. So first in this ring structure, if we use NH2 N2H4, or you can write NH2NH2, this is simple hydrazine. So here one nitrogen will attack to this center. Simultaneously the negative charge is localized over this oxygen. Now again this negative charge is reverted back, and finally this bond will be broken and the negative charge now reside at the nitrogen, and this nitrogen, the negative charge, will accept the proton from this amine. So the structure will be double bond O, NH, NH2, now here you can see that another electrophilic center, first step is this step is fast, but the second step, so in this case you can see this is another electrophilic center. Now if it will attack here, that means this is the electrophilic addition reaction. If it will attack here by the similar technique, the negative charge will localized on the oxygen, finally it will be reverted back and this bond will be broken. So you will get the structure like this. And our target residue, that means this one. So this derivative is named as, basically this is the amide bond. This is the amide bond. So this structure is named as phthalimide. The previous one was the imide, because the imide bond, this is the imide bond. but this one is the amide bond, so that is phthalamide. So this is our side product and we can purify this to get this free amine. Now next step is the so we can write it, that means NH2 CH S NH CO2H. This is the structure. Now next step, as we know hydrazine hydrochloride is used, so it is got protonated. Okay, so next step is to free this amine and it will be just like the benzoylation or acylation type of reaction. So the reagent is used here, phenoxymethylene acetyl chloride. This is the reagent which is used here in presence of triethylamine. Triethylamine acts as a base, it will deprotonate this amine to form the free amine, which is a good nucleophile. And you know the acid chloride type of structure, this center is the most electrophilic as well as the reactive center. So the nucleophile can easily attack here and replace this chlorine group to form the acylation or benzoylation type of product. So same mechanism will be applied here. So in this case, in presence of triethylamine, this amine group is free. Now this is a good nucleophile and the phenoxymethylene acetyl chloride, this is the electrophilic center. So this will attack here. Simultaneously negative charge is localized on the oxygen, it is again revert back and Cl minus leaves the molecule. So this is the electrophilic addition type of nucleophilic addition type of reaction. So after this reaction you will get the side product as HCl plus your acetylation product. So this HCl is neutralized by the triethylamine which is already used in the reaction mixture. So that is the utility of this base in this step. So by this reaction the structure, now you will get the structure, that is the so this is our intermediate step. Now after formation of this sorry, once carbon is already less here. pH So this is the structure, the intermediate which is formed. Now next step, we have almost synthesized all the steps. Now our target is to couple these two rings, but we know that this coupling is possible when this ester will be free. That means next step is the simple, the ester hydrolysis step. This is the ester hydrolysis, a simple acid catalyst ester hydrolysis in presence of some 2 to 3 pyridine that is acts as a catalyst. So this ester will be hydrolyzed and form the acid. Now the final step is the DCC coupling. You know the role of the coupling reagent, that is the dicyclohexyl carbodiimide. I will not show the mechanism because in the last semester I have shown it. So DCC coupling is there. So first we have to use one equivalent of KOH because our target is to generate the potassium salt. So one equivalent of KOH is used and then the reagent, that is the DCC. So in presence of this reagent, finally the structure which is formed now. There is a coupling, so just remove this bond and this beta lactam ring is formed. So and simultaneously in presence of KOH it will generate the potassium salt. So this is the total synthetic pathway of the generation of the penicillin V potassium salt, and you get the reference Jacks 1957, volume number 79 and page number 1262 to 1263. So this is the synthetic route. In that paper, in that journal, you will not get the mechanism, but this is the possible or probable mechanistic pathway to generate this antibiotic. So now tell me, is there any doubt during this total synthetic pathway? You can see in your PDF also, there you will get the step by step reaction. So if there is any doubt, you can ask me. कुछ डाउट है?
No, sir.
Okay. So that's all for today's class. In next class, we will recapitulate the topics. That means starting from the structure-active relationship. Okay, which I have been shared in the books of Graham Patrick. So just you will read it. I think you have also read it. So just I will recapitulate it through this process. Okay?
Sir, और
हाँ
वो
बोलो.
biosynthesis of cell wall जो आपने
हाँ हाँ
explain
हाँ
किया था,
हाँ हाँ.
उसका वो आपने result give किया था
एक
कि
एक एक करके
कैसे
बोलो. सब थोड़ा त्रिवेणी बोलो. बाकी लोग बोल रहे हैं इसलिए मैं नहीं सुन पा रहा हूँ.
सर वो biosynthesis of cell wall जो आपने assignment दिया था, उसका वो biosynthesis correct है या नहीं, या मतलब
हाँ, मैं वो असाइनमेंट देख के बाद में बताऊंगा. ठीक है, वो मेरे पास ही है. मैं ऑलमोस्ट एट ए ग्लंस चेक किया, ऑलमोस्ट सब ने ठीक किया. ठीक है.
okay.
ओके, थैंक यू.
Actually, specifically you haven't mentioned that one the biosynthesis of either it is a plant cell wall or bacterial cell
नहीं,
wall.
ठीक से नहीं सुनाई दे रहा है त्रिवेणी. बाकी लोग को म्यूट होने को बोल दो.
So वो जो biosynthesis of cell wall
हाँ
you
हाँ
have mentioned specifically
हाँ.
either it is of the biosynthesis of bacterial cell wall or
Yeah. No, not plant. It is all only for the bacterial cell wall. Yes, I have to mention it. I need to mention it. It is the only for the bacterial cell wall because
yes, that is why, because we are studying antibacterial, so that's why I
yeah,
have mentioned the synthesis of
yeah. It is
biosynthesis cell
the
wall.
yeah. Obviously, this is for the bacterial cell wall.
Okay, sir, and in the that photo you have shared the syllabus of
Hmm.
Means fourth semester of
Hmm.
medicinal chemistry from two
Hmm.
parts.
Hmm.
There actually the sir वो सर्च दिया हुआ था, आइसोलेशन दिया हुआ